Okay, let's continue to. As a part of Master Snowflake, in this session, we are going to discuss virtual warehouse in Snowflake. What is virtual warehouse? What are key features of virtual warehouse? Then we are going to see how to create virtual warehouse. Okay, yeah, let's start in. Let's say in Snowflake backend, Snowflake backend, we can choose any one of the cloud. Let's say if I choose Snowflake backend is AWS, then it uses two important services. One is for storage. Storage purpose it uses S3, and processing or virtual warehouse purpose it uses EC2 service. Okay, so it uses EC2 service for virtual warehouse. Virtual warehouse. So what is the purpose of this virtual warehouse? What is the purpose of this virtual warehouse? Virtual warehouse purpose is to processing data presented in storage layer. So virtual warehouse in Snowflake is a key computer service that enables you to perform various operations such as querying, loading, and other manipulation activities. Okay, let's set in storage, we have 10 GB data. In that 10 GB data, we are looking like city-wise cells. City-wise cells, let's say we are looking city equal to Hyderabad cells. City equal to Hyderabad. What are cells in entire city of Hyderabad? Then this query is passed to virtual warehouse. Virtual warehouse reads this data, applies this processing. Means in this virtual warehouse, we have Snowflake software. This Snowflake software is responsible to execute your queries and reads the data. So complete processing happens in this virtual warehouse. Virtual warehouse is responsible to process your queries. Okay, process your analytical queries. Okay, yeah. Now let's understand key features of virtual warehouse. What are key features of virtual warehouse? First important one, it is a compute layer. It is purely compute layer. So Snowflake, storage part and processing part. This processing is generic terminology. Snowflake terminology is virtual warehouse. Snowflake terminology is virtual warehouse. So it is a compute layer. Okay, here we can create a cluster. We can create a cluster. Virtual warehouse 1. Virtual warehouse 1 with two resources. Virtual warehouse 2. Sorry, virtual warehouse 1 with one resource, 2 resources, and 3 resources, sorry, 4 resources, 8 resources, 16 resources, and 32 resources, and 64 resources, 128 resources, and 256 resources, 256 resources, and 512 resources. 512 resources. Okay. Virtual warehouse, we can create multiple clusters. Multiple clusters. Cluster, you can select a number of resources. 1 resource, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, and 512 machines. And also you can create multiple virtual warehouses. You can create what? Multiple clusters. One important note here is Snowflake people will not charge immediately if you create a virtual warehouse. Snowflake people will not charge immediately when you create cluster, because auto suspend is true. We enable what? Auto suspend equal to true. So once you create, cluster going to in suspend mode. So Snowflake people will not charge a single rupee. Whenever you pass select query with the filter operations, select query with filter operations, Snowflake going to pass this one to virtual warehouse. And let's say I selected this virtual warehouse to process the data. Then this warehouse going to auto resume. Whenever it get request, it will get what? Auto resume. Once this query is executed, again it enter into auto suspend. Once execution is completed, your cluster again enter into auto suspend equal to true. Okay. Next one thing. In Snowflake, storage is separated and virtual warehouse is separated. So independent of storage. Usually in traditional data warehouse architecture, a worker machine contains storage plus processing. But coming to Snowflake, storage is independent and virtual warehouse is independent of storage. In Snowflake architecture, compute means virtual warehouse and storage are decoupled. This allows independent scaling and building. So both storage scales automatically and your virtual warehouse scales automatically. There is no dependency, and building also, storage separate, virtual warehouse is separate. The advantage here is scalable. You can create virtual warehouse with multiple clusters. Sometimes assume you have lot of huge volumes of data. To process this one, we can combine multiple clusters. Let's say I want to combine these two clusters, then I want to process. Or I want to combine these two clusters, I want to process this data. Let's say this is petabytes of data. So scaling virtual warehouse can resized and handle increasing workloads. So we have different sizes from X-small to 6X large. We have different sizes of virtual warehouse. We are going to see how to select a size for your virtual warehouse. Size means number of resources. 1 resource, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512. These kind of sizes. We have different sizes. Okay. Auto suspend. Once you create your virtual warehouse, auto suspend, if you put to true, then it enter into auto suspend mode. Whenever you send a query, then it will become auto resume equal to true. Okay. We can create multi-cluster warehouses. We can create multiple cluster warehouses. Okay. So billing is separate for storage and separate for virtual warehouses. Billing is calculated in the form of credits. Credits are converted later into dollars. So initially, billing is calculated in the form of credits. Later, billing is generated in dollars. Hope all of you understand what are virtual warehouses in Snowflake and what are key features of virtual warehouse. Okay.